Alright, so this is our Werewolf the Apocalypse game. Keegan, we're a bunch of gamers, and we're just going to go around and have everyone introduce their characters. This campaign has been going on for about 24 sessions now. This is our 24th, and this is Alex's second or third session now. Third. So, let's go around the room and introduce the players.
I'm Sam, and I play Cora. She's 17 years old. She is an Arun and has a conflict within herself between her duty and her heart. In Garo society, she's known as Two-Hearts of Fenris's Bane. Fomori's Bane. Sorry. She's Get of Fenris, Cleoth of the Garo.
Hi, I'm Riley, and I play Bee. She is 16 years old and a reluctant Garu Ragabash. In Garo society, she is known as Pillar of Questions, of Fomori's Bane, Silent Striders, Cleoth of the Garu.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 18, he's a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garu. He is known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
Hello, I am Lexi. I play the character Shinigami, who is a 3-year-old lupus-born who is formerly used in dog-fighting rings. Therefore, she tends to be a bit suspicious of new individuals. In Garu society, she is known as Fury Song. She is a Galliard of the tribe Fianna.
Alright. So, last time, you had finished or crashed out of your spiritual journey, where you had ended up in the atrocity realm. You have collapsed back into what you think is the Preumbra, as you notice towers of spider webs reaching up to the heavens, streaks of spider silk that seem to glow like headlights with no cars attached to them, and spirits crawling in all directions. You are drained and are trapped in your breed forms currently. You look around completely confused, knowing you're in a city, but where? No one knows. What do you do?
So I'm trapped in lupus form, you said?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, we're all in our... Yeah.
Still learning.
That's fine.
Out of character, does this look like Denver at all?
If it is not a part of Denver you visited when you were in the Umbra.
What is the weather like?
Like most days in the Umbra, it is overcast slightly, the sun occasionally peeking out. But it's kind of got this dull sullenness to it, and most of the light around you is emanating from the buildings and the spider silk.
So we can't tell if like the air is dry or...
Yeah.
Okay.
And we know we're not in Colorado Springs, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should get away from the city.
Probably.
Because
I think that's the best idea.
We can't fight, and we're far more likely to run into Bane spirits near the city.
Yeah.
So we should find somewhere nature-y.
Definitely the best choice.
Okay. Does anyone have a sense of direction or gifts that give them senses of direction?
Are there mountains?
You don't see any.
No.
Well, if there aren't mountains,
really.
it's probably not Denver.
Right.
That would be known in the
Yeah.
Umbra.
And we're just surrounded by tall buildings, and we can't
Tall
really
buildings,
see.
yeah, it's a massive city.
Perfect.
Is there a direction the spiderwebs look less dense in?
Yeah.
Not currently, no. It's like you're in the heart of the city. Good. So probably they look like they're going less dense in all directions.
Okay.
Alright, so does anyone have survival?
I do. Would survival work?
Yeah, that could get you directions.
I have to
Like north, south, east, west.
Okay.
So.
I'll try and roll survival.
How many dice do you have?
It's a wits survival.
With survival.
Sooner
4.
or later.
Yeah. I'm gonna go diff 6.
2.
Alright, you understand where north is, so you can get your cardinal directions.
Alright, so pick away. North?
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
North sounds good.
Sounds good.
That's good.
All right.
Or, I'm sorry.
So you start traveling north as you see concrete starting to go off in all directions. You see kind of these metallic, almost like birds landing and taking off in various directions.
We found an airport in the Umbra. Haven't been here before.
As you see spiders crawling all over it. Some of them seem almost reinforced. And you see some scuttling away and hiding as you see kind of like almost oil oozing from their joints and patches of rust forming upon them.
I don't know if that'd be a bane.
The last bane that we experienced was like half oil or whatever.
Oh, true.
That's my thought.
Well, but if there were the weaver spiders, then they shouldn't be banes, right?
They can become them, I think. Like,
Oh,
they
can
be
they?
You can do an
corrupted
intelligence
into
occult roll to
No, I can't.
determine that.
I can.
Yay!
3.
You know that spirits can be corrupted by the worm and become bane spirits.
Oh, okay.
You know, I should probably just go talk to one,
It might be
but I
helpful.
have nothing to give him.
Well, what would you ask him?
Where are we?
Which way is not the city?
Out of character, do we have to? Could we talk to Bear still, without offering him anything? Like,
Yeah, you can talk to Bear. Do
Would
you
he
have
be upset?
no? Do you have that feature that allows him to just know where you are and be summoned?
That's a good question.
That would be the tactic? No.
No.
I'll speak to Bear?
Oh, so that just means Bear can speak the Garber tongue.
Okay.
So you would have to actually summon him with
Yeah.
Bright of Spirit.
Yeah, we'd have to summon him because we've got Mother's Touch, Hibernate, and Floating Medicine. Always finds pack. Those are what we have.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, always finds
Wait,
pack.
that's the-
Yeah, that's the one.
That-
That's the
Oh,
one.
that's the one. I thought that was us always finding each other.
Oh.
Nope, that's
Okay.
fair, knowing where we
That
are
would
at
be
all
super
Okay.
times.
useful. Also,
Perfect, so
though.
we do have it.
Yeah, let's double
Wonderful.
check just real quick.
But let's, not summon Bear in the airport.
Well, we don't have to summon him right now. I'm saying there's no point in us staying here to talk with these spirits if we can just keep walking and then summon Bear.
Yeah. Well, and airports are usually on the outskirts, more or less, of the city.
Right. Yeah.
So he can always find you. It doesn't say that you still have to summon him because yes, Alex.
Do I have to spend anything to utilize Mindspeak so I can contribute to the conversation?
I believe it's willpower, and they can pick up on your body language, so they know some rudimentary.
I
things
have a
that
more
you speak.
complicated thought to share.
Okay.
So from our last circumstance in
You have a card with Mindspeak on it.
Yeah.
I have what? Oh yeah. Well, because the last time that we were in a situation, everything got drained completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can't.
You can't because it costs 1 willpower per subject.
Okay.
Sorry.
I shall just kind of squirm.
You can also try and use some rudimentary Garu tongue because that is usable in all of your forms.
Oh, is it?
Okay. Because it's a vocalized language. It's just that once again, certain nuances are going to be lost because the human mouth isn't capable of speaking the Garu tongue completely. The wolf's vocal cords aren't completely set for that, so it's best spoken in Crinus.
Got it. So, airport locations visible.
Yeah. We can see where we are if we get high enough.
Is that what you
Right? Okay.
I think, are you saying we should just figure out what airport this is?
Ah,
Aha!
Perfect.
I can speak wolf.
All right. We could go into the airport and figure out where we are. Good idea.
Except we might have to go into the real.
Why would you have to go into the physical realm to go into the airport?
Because, out of character, is there a lot of writing inside the Umbra?
It depends on the building.
Yeah, I mean, we might be able to find an arrivals board, or
that changes usually so quickly. It's not going to leave a spiritual impression in the Umbra.
Oh, okay. Or most airports have their name on it. Like Chicago O'Hare and.
Yeah.
So.
Can we step sideways when we're out of everything?
Yes.
That's still
possible. So someone could step sideways.
Okay.
Find out and then step sideways back.
Okay. Well, let's try and find the front of the building. Maybe.
Okay. You'll have to find a reflective surface and step sideways.
I have a pocket mirror.
All right. Who's all going?
I don't think any of us shoot, because just kind of popping in out of nowhere.
I feel like... Oh, I'm sorry.
Disappearing would be a bad idea.
I feel like reading may not be my strong suit, considering my age and how long I've been Garu.
Yeah,
also, you're a wolf, and that might cause issues to suddenly show up at the airport.
That's my service wolf.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, if you want to go, Cora, you can.
I mean, I can. We just have to find somewhere inconspicuous, because I don't want to just hello and then see you, and people go like,
let's
what?
just see if the name of the airport has left an impression.
Yeah, see, that was my original thought. So that's why I want to find the front of the building. Yeah.
Okay. So, go to the front of the building. You see the sign looks decrepit and broken. Letters have fallen off.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in Detroit?
Like, you notice that, like, there's a weird kind of, like, the letters that up have this, like, nice chrome kind of tint about it that makes it look new, fresh, things like that. But the inside, it looks unkept, like there's something just growing and festering here.
California.
The letters you do see up are N space A space K L space BE space TY INTERN space ON space air.
Okay, so
international.
Something
International air.
Right. So we don't need anything past that point.
Right.
New. No.
It's probably going to be a city name, and it's probably. Can I share my opinion?
Sure.
Yeah.
Nantucket.
Real quick.
N-A-N.
Alex, what were you saying? What was your opinion?
I was saying that, because I don't know if I'm able to share my thoughts in such a complex manner as to contribute meaningfully.
Yeah, you can contribute.
Okay.
Mostly. It's mostly emotional additional words, like, so adjectives will fall off. You're going to speak more in actions, nouns, and a little less emotion, because that's usually portrayed through scent.
International should be capital city.
Yes. It's not Anchorage, because that's A-N-K, but...
Can I look at the letters that have fallen?
They've kind of like turned to piles of rust.
Shoot.
Now you can make a let's look at the character sheet real quick. You can make an intelligence academics.
Ooh.
8.
We went to school.
So
Yeah.
much intelligence, no academics for me.
All right, yours is you're gonna have to lose 3 of your dice.
Fair.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at school, so I'm not going to roll.
Mm-hmm.
What's the diff?
8.
0.
0.
1.
All
1
right.
for me.
It is. You're fairly certain. It is Newark International Airport.
Newark.
Newark is a sub, like Aurora is part of Denver.
Uh-huh.
Newark is part of Jersey
Newark
City.
Liberty.
Yeah. What is the second word, though?
Oh.
Liberty.
Yeah,
Liberty,
Tyler. Yeah.
Oh, Liberty International.
This whole time
Okay.
I had assumed that was one
You're in...
city name, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
that's-
I was like, is that in like Russia? What's going on?
We're in Jersey? I can see where there's... Yep. I think there's some forest in New Jersey, right?
How's bad at geography?
It's south of New York.
Can I sniff the air?
Yes, you may.
Will it do me any good?
That will be a perception primal urge.
Mm. Yes, it
so,
will.
2 and... Wait, I'm a wolf.
So that'll lower the difficulty.
What? Wait. Oh, -2 difficulty. So
Yes, that'll be diff 4.
Got it. Okay, perception and... I apologize.
Primal urge.
Primal urge 1. So 3. Diff 4.
You
What?
just get kind of the smell of smoke and sulfur that just gets under your skin. The plain smell just kind of feeling oppressive.
Sneeze loudly and shake my fur with discomfort.
Mm. Should we continue heading north?
I think so. That
Yeah.
seems...
Hang on. You have an eidetic memory, don't you?
yes, I
He
do.
does.
Alright. Do you know what the roll for that is?
I didn't even know there was a roll.
Okay.
So, no.
Alright. Did you write the page number down?
Let's find out. Yes, I did.
Oh,
476.
476, you said?
Yes.
Oh, there we are. Perception alertness roll.
Of difficulty...
6.
1 success.
Didn't Steven mention that there was a sept nearby?
Yeah.
That sounds possible.
In Central Park.
Well, that's New York.
Jersey City's
Like-
a bridge away.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
Well, that's
right.
my own foolishness.
They're right next to each
Yeah,
other.
you can get to Jersey like taking a bridge into New York City.
Yeah, in Central Park, then.
Yeah. So
That's where that
north to Central Park, I assume. That'd be probably the safest place for us to go.
Should we approach them in the Umbra?
Well, maybe not, but we should
Get
wait
near.
until we get into the area, maybe, to leave the Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we want to be near safety, preferably, before we leave the Umbra.
Yeah. Alright, let's go.
Northward.
Out of character, what is it like whenever individuals come out of the Umbra? Like, what is the preferable situation?
You basically look like you're phasing into reality.
So preferably
Not
by
all
ourselves.
people.
Yeah.
Not around non-Garu or non-kinfolk.
So about New York.
Okay.
That's
Just
true, but there is an entire sept hidden in Central Park.
Okay,
In whichever way that works.
this will be my naivete of how those work.
That's okay.
If y'all say it's safe, I'm cool.
We just have to find a secluded spot.
Like an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's homeless people sleeping under a pile of blankets that you thought was trash until
Sleeping.
20 seconds ago.
Sleeping's the key word.
But also, we definitely can't have an alleyway. We absolutely can't. We have to probably be in the park because we have a wolf with us.
Oh, that's true.
Because
yeah.
we can't get from the alley to the park.
No leashes. Like my fur rises up. No leashes.
Yeah. No, we got it. Yeah.
Okay. I guess that's our plan. Lead us.
Why are you looking
Why?
at him?
I don't actually know the
We're going
direction.
north.
I just know there is a sept there.
Can we see the direction of the sun?
Yes. Like she already
know how to
determined
get
where north is.
Yeah, I've already. Yep. So
Yeah.
Alright.
we shall continue.
So you're
northward.
continuing up. As you're moving along, you see a man actually walking across the street as he turns and looks at you.
We'll just keep eye contact, I guess,
And
and
keep
wait.
on.
Is that a good idea? Because isn't eye contact a threat in some species?
It's a man.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
a wolf, this is how I think.
As he shifts into Crinus. What are you doing here?
Trying to get out of the Umbra.
We were just in the atrocity realm, and we've returned.
As his heckles start to like raise up as he goes, "Why were you there?"
To be
We
true.
fell into it from the deep umbra.
Yep, we got super lost.
And how do I know you're not spirals?
I have no taint.
Well,
I'm Pillar of Questions, a Fomori's Bane, Sound Striders, Leoth of the Garu. Our original set was in Colorado. And we got lost. Spirit journeys, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll charisma expressions
uh-oh. I hope it's good.
or expression.
At the end of the day, there's more of us than there are now.
But we can't transform.
We are the
We're literally regular people.
out of character.
I'm a big wolf, though.
Out of
And he's a
character.
9-foot tall killing machine.
I am
We're squishy
very
humans.
confident.
2.
2? Okay. His heckles go down a little bit. Alright. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. But you look like you had a hard fucking day.
Well, in the atrocity realm, you can't expect much else.
I don't recommend going there. Ever.
Yeah, no shit. I was doing some scouting. Give me a sec. I'll lead you to the sept. I'll give the call.
Thank
Thank
God.
you.
Can that shift?
Yes. No, not right now.
Not right now.
None of us can shift right now.
As he growls back and is trying to swarm.
They call me that.
This is Fury Song, Two-Hearts, and Guards the Low.
Greetings. I'm just known around here as Rummage.
Well met, Rummage.
Yeah. Arun Bonar.
Oh, are you part of the Central Park sept?
Sept of the Green?
Yes.
Yeah, to a degree. I'm their unofficial liaison to the rabble.
The rabble.
Local politics kid.
Fun.
Stick around long enough, you'll learn. But do you really want to sit around here talking about it, or do you want to actually, like,
Go.
go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright,
go.
as you see him, like, shift back into his Glabro form and he checks his watch. Oh, we got about an hour. Alright. Let me finish my stuff around here. You see him shotgun.
Alrighty. Cora whispers, he has a shotgun in the Umbra.
And a watch.
And a watch. But I think the
He did
shotgun's
say
more.
He was a bonar,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he's done with technology.
Yeah.
At least some.
Is
He's got a
there-
weapon in the Umbra. That's
He bound it to
pretty
him, I'm sure.
pretty cool.
extreme, don't you think?
No.
I mean,
Why?
I guess New York is supposed to be, like,
Yeah. It's New York.
dangerous.
Anyway, so
Yeah, I guess
we've got an hour.
I mean, are we tagging along? Is that the implication?
He's telling you to stay here
Okay.
for a little bit.
We shall
As
stay.
he comes back in about half an hour. Alright, follow me.
Will do.
Thank you.
Yep. As he starts walking, you see him taking you down into a train station.
Okay.
As you see a train pulling up in the Umbra. Doors open, like normal. The inside is disgusting. It looks like it's covered in sludge and things like that. And he's just like, yeah, that happens. Come on, don't sit anywhere.
Okay.
Huh.
Good.
They've been letting it fall to shit for years, and it shows here.
That
Looks
makes
clean on
sense.
the outside, but when you got drunks, homeless, and people who just like to generally look down on people, tends to taint this kind of place.
makes sense.
There seems to be quite a bit of that taint.
You'll find it almost anywhere in the Umbra. What was it? Pillar of Questions?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll find that out real quick. Anywhere where there's a city. Worm
Okay.
likes to fester.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even been on a train before.
Really?
Character
Oh.
in general.
Yeah, I don't think Cora's ever out of character. I don't think Cora's ever been to such a large city before.
My body language is expressing extreme discomfort.
Yeah.
I guess this is new for most of us, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, B's character has probably been on a train, but when she was very little.
Mm-hmm. As the train stops, he steps on up. Come on, kids.
Let's go, guys.
I follow.
How old does he seem to be?
He looks old. He looks like he's in his late 40s, early 50s.
Okay.
Wow. So we are kids.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Covered in scars.
Mm.
As are we.
Well, not really.
I think covered is a different kind of context here.
Yeah.
The 1 or 2 scars I've got probably don't.
I think we're comparing us to, like, Geralt.
Alright, so we follow him.
Yeah.
Yep. As you see him walking, the city, it's almost like dizzying. Towers crafted of neon spider silk and steel raise and scrape the skies almost to a dizzying amount as you see spiders seem to rush across the streets carrying silk that glow like headlights, and the silk stays like the streaking of them in a misty day. There seems to be a bustle of lights in various different colors and hues. There's a rush of spirits. You see some lights change and spirits move in linear, predictable patterns back and forth in every which direction. On the main streets, in every which direction, and turning and looking down the alleyways, you see horrible bubbling, festering creatures that seem to be crafted of steel and rotten flesh, staring back and scuttling into the darkness, as you see trash everywhere and rust as far as you can see as soon as you're off the main pathway.
It's a lot more everything than Denver was.
A lot more everything, yeah.
Significantly more. This place is gross.
Yeah.
It's the city.
I was gonna say, are we sure we're in the Umbra? Because this sounds like normal New York.
It sounds like, yeah. That's...
After about 2 or 3 blocks, you actually see your first nature spirit overhead. As you see a pigeon flying overhead, but it seems to move almost in a less fluid way, in a jerking sensation.
Like low frame rate.
Yeah.
Cora finds it kind of comforting just to see a nature spirit, you know,
Sad.
and sad. Yeah. This is an experience.
You one of them country garu then?
Compared to the city, yes.
Yeah.
We're from around Colorado Springs. So
Colorado Springs. Never actually been. How big of a city is that?
Small.
compared to this, I mean, it's still
Small.
large compared to most cities here in the U.S., but there's a lot of nature interspersed.
We're the 46th largest
Yeah,
city in the country.
We're pretty big.
I was thinking of downtown, I guess,
Oh.
compared to other
No, I'm just talking about
towns, it's very
population.
tiny.
Yeah, no, we're just over a large area.
Yeah, our city's just huge. Like, huge.
As
But
far as
very
population,
Yeah.
yeah. As far as population goes, we're pretty small.
Oh, yeah.
Just spread out a lot.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, we got about 8.5 million people living here.
Definitely not Colorado Springs.
No,
We're like
not even Denver.
a ninth.
Woo!
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Just
I'll stop playing with my dice.
So, oh, that's fair. We're almost there. A couple more blocks. So, Colorado Springs. What made you come all the way out here?
we've been
Lost.
suspended.
Nope.
Suspended.
I don't know what the correct word for it is, really. I mean, and to be honest, we didn't intend to come here specifically. This is just where we ended up.
Yeah.
Out of character, I don't know what happened with you guys, right?
Yeah. No.
You didn't tell her.
Well,
You
I
didn't
mean,
tell us.
I think now is a perfect time
Yeah.
just to simply say, simply, don't worry.
Yeah, we're not
Like,
gonna share everything.
We ran into some issues with Magadon, and one of our own was essentially outed as a Garu, so we had to leave to protect our sept.
Gotcha.
Would this information cause my character to become suspicious of
Not
them,
really.
or is this commonplace? Okay.
Well, being outed as Garus and leaving makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you don't want your sept to be.
Okay, so it's not like a big deal. Okay.
It's a
Um,
big deal for them.
Well, I was just saying, like, I don't know how regularly this kind of thing occurs, so I'm trying to get an idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Yep. Well, you'll find that Pentex has a couple of its tendrils around town as well. We try and do our best, but there's only so many monkey wrenches around. Anyway, kids, right over there, as you see, some buildings now that are filled with actually illumination and sparks of pure, like, flowing lights and things like that that seem, but not like from electricity, almost like an aurora effect on the inside of the building.
Okay. What are those? I haven't seen.
That one is the Museum of Modern Art.
Oh. Haven't
Oh.
seen
Oh.
that type of thing in the Ember before.
One of the few bastions wild spirits really enjoy.
Oh.
Up ahead, you finally see something. It looks like a pristine forest, almost as dense as the one you left in Colorado Springs. You see stones getting right up to the edges of the streets, streams, and you see animals of all kinds of stripes, deer, falcons, things like that, moving through them.
Cora resists the urge to run into it.
I've already trotted into the foliage.
As you go, you see him kind of like grab you real quick. As he goes, hang on, as he shifts his vocal cords and gives out a howl.
You have to observe the proper greetings.
Otherwise, we're kind of invading their territory.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine.
And everyone gets excited. Lupus don't like the city. We get it. Alright, come on. As
Thank you.
you step through and you just kind of feel this
Wait.
breath.
Yeah.
The clouds actually partially have dissipated and the sun is actually out, and you feel it warm you through the rays shooting through the branches and the leaves. Well, actually, no leaves right now because it's winter. So
Yeah.
But
Bask kind of.
you bask, as it has
as
this
we
kind
walk.
of energy about it.
It's so nice.
We haven't.
It's been a couple days.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple days.
It's nice.
Anyway, we'll get you to the heart of the sept, and we'll go talk to Agatha.
Agatha?
Agatha?
Yeah, we gotta start writing these names down.
I've been writing them
Aren't you wonderful?
Yep, I am. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Yeah, Spirit Whisper. Yeah, Agatha, Spirit Whisper. She's the elder of the sept.
Oh, okay. She sounds nice. Maybe. I don't know.
She has a nice name.
Yep, well, she's probably at it with shadow daggers, so we'll give her a few.
And you said you were the liaison to
The rabble.
the rabble.
I would say they're kind of a group of unaffiliated bonars. They don't live in the sept. They sometimes protect the sept. But overall, not trusted by most. They're wolves without a home, so to speak. And Garu who refused to join a sept.
Oh, there was such a group down in Pueblo
Yeah.
before the spirals, at least.
Yes.
Gotcha. They're disjointed, so I don't know who, what, where they go, and who's all involved. I'm not one of them. I'm just one they trust. and who can get them to at least quiet down in certain areas.
That's helpful.
From a smaller city, so you don't have the same dangers we've got.
That's true.
What kind of dangers do you mean?
We've got a decent leech population, for one.
We don't.
Huh.
We've never encountered them.
No.
I whisper to Cora as I lean in. Sounds like Underworld. The movie?
No. Yeah. No. I mean, there are more people here, so it makes sense that there would be more leeches.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they tend to have more resources and more connections than we Garu do. So when we try and hit them, we try and make sure that we hit them hard, and then we try and do it intelligently. The forest is a Garu's territory. The city is a leech's.
Can a leech enter into the Umbra?
Never seen one.
Probably a good thing.
Well, I would assume so. I just don't know anything about them because we've never had to fight them before.
Yeah.
Can vampires see their reflection?
Yeah. At least most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah, I've heard that there are some who don't. Not many in this city, though.
It'd be really scary if, a vampire just popped into existence. It was like, bleh.
I don't know if they make that noise.
Of course, they make that noise.
So, have you encountered a lot of them?
Leeches? I've seen a few.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, they don't leave Umbra imprints, typically.
Oh.
They're dead inside. They don't really...
Oh, no spirit.
No spirit to do it.
Oh.
How do you normally tell then?
Can any of you sense the worm? That's how I do it.
Oh, they are
I don't
worm.
think none of us have that yet.
No, we don't have that yet.
Out of character inquiry, is a leech a status that a normal sentient being can attain like a human or a Garu, or is it a separate entity?
He's talking about
Vampire.
vampires.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the slur for vampires,
got
basically.
it. Okay.
Yep.
Because I was wondering where vampire came from in the conversation. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leech is the vampire slur
Got it.
that Garu
That
is.
makes more sense.
Because we don't get along.
I was imagining little slimy black.
Well, they suck blood. And...
Welcome to the Sept of the Green. Don't run off too far. Most of the Garu don't know you're here, who you are, or why you're here. Heard we got another guest, but I'm sure you'll meet her at some point.
Cool.
Cool.
So sit down here. I'll go grab Agatha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that rummage, walks deeper into the forest.
Are we like on the edge of the forest? Are we in
Yeah,
the
you're right
forest?
on the edge.
Yeah. So
Is this where we want to kind of wait?
yes,
Okay.
that we
Yeah.
were told sit here.
Fair enough.
Gonna do that.
I wonder what spirit teaches sense.
Worm?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Can I roll occult to see if I remember?
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence occult.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay. Any Gaian spirit can teach it.
Okay.
So any spirit.
Any Gaian spirit. So, any kind of animal spirit, things like that, but wild spirits wouldn't be able to teach it to you, nor weaver spirits.
Okay. So, like the pigeon.
Potentially, unless it gets too corrupted. That pigeon was too corrupted by the weaver, and it is now officially a weaver spirit.
Or some of those deer that we saw prancing through the forest.
Yes.
Yes. So
Alright, I'll have to learn that. It's probably pretty good to learn.
Yes. Especially in a big city.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Kyle?
Thinking.
What's
Just
so
that-
good to do?
Rummage asked us how he could tell that we weren't spirals, but he has the ability to sense worm taint, so there must be a way to hide from that sense.
Yeah.
Good thought.
So it's probably not a cure-all, but it would still help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the big city, since we were talking about vampires.
I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
Can
I'm
I,
gonna be tired.
like, flag
So
one of the
tired.
spirits?
You don't have any
I don't have any
gnosis.
gnosis.
You can't learn anything right now.
That's right.
Also,
Sorry,
we
B.
might not have time.
Yeah.
They could be here in 5 minutes or an hour.
Yeah.
Fine.
Sorry.
After about 15 minutes, Rummage returns. Alright. Spirit Whisper's ready for you.
Alright,
Thank you.
let's follow.
As he takes you in, you see her sitting. There's she's a hunched over old woman, deep carved crags in her face, sunken eyes almost, and just wispy white hair covered in tattered jackets that she's collected clearly over the months and the years, continuing to keep herself warm with chunks of newspaper stuffed in between her body and the jackets as well as extra insulation.
Thank you for seeing a spirit whisperer.
Of course, as she grabs like a collection of small like pigeon, squirrel, etc. bones and throws them on a stone. Yes.
I look over and what does that mean?
May I ask what that is?
Communing with the spirits, dear.
And what do the spirits tell you?
And spirits say that your journey has been long and hard. That you hurt deeply.
That be true on all accounts.
Did
Well-
it just come from?
That's because the spirits think I'm blind. Anyone can see it.
We are quite haggard.
Rummage says that he only smelt a little taint off you, which makes sense if your story is true.
Yeah, we were an atrocity.
Yes,
And it
I smell
was-
the worm about you.
It was not fun,
Nope.
But important.
but important.
Right. We have to send a message to our old sept.
Send a message.
We believe that someone within the sept has been corrupted by the worm.
You'll need a Garu for that then. Spirit can only go as fast as their mortal kin. And we're in New York.
Is there any way that we could get a message to our sept?
Many of the Garu of this sept will likely assume the worst of you. You still smell of the worm, even if it is faint
That's
and
fair.
growing fainter. Though, not all is lost. We've had a recent visitor, Demi Restless Spirit, or Restless Speaker. She's a silent strider, and her tribe is particularly apt at delivering ill news.
Well, that is unfortunately what we need.
Yup.
Well, go seek her. You'll be able to speak to her. She'll be sleeping in the same area you are.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you for allowing us to stay here.
Oh yes, no
And
worries.
recover. Thank you.
Recover a bit. Though we will talk about payment
Of
later.
course.
Of course. Thank you. we have nothing to offer right now. But
Yeah.
Of course.
thank you.
Well, we do.
Do we?
Yeah. I have some. I forget what they're called, but like I have a
Talents.
beacon burr.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sounds-
okay. Right.
Yes. We'll speak on it tomorrow. For now, we'll have one of our younger septmates speak to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Out of character, do we know what she is? Like, Silent Strider, Child of Gaia?
Yeah, she didn't say.
Okay.
I'm assuming she's a Bonar since she's the elder of the Sept. We're at the Sept of the Green. The Bonar Sept in New York.
Is it a Bonar set?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
this is
didn't
where the
realize.
big Bonar celebration
Why?
Yeah, you'll be coming here next.
Sure, I
right?
just thought because of the rabble that this wasn't going to be a Bonar set.
Oh, right.
But that makes sense.
You'll be coming here later this year. Or early next year.
Yep.
Yeah, I think early. Well, I don't even think it's early. I think it's in like.
February.
Oh yeah, because that's when the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
We might be back, so. Good impressions.
Yep. I guess.
I'm sorry you don't have a lot to say right now.
It's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what all these things mean.
No, that's fine. If you have any questions, just let us know.
Okay, well, at the moment, I'm just trying to avoid talking at the risk of saying something very stupid. Since I don't know what's going on.
No.
Also, I'm a wolf.
Yes,
True.
that is what I was getting at. Is I'm sorry that Wolf can't speak a whole lot.
It's fine.
So I guess we should approach Restless Speaker.
Yeah, when you get there, you see, excuse me, someone approaching you, younger. And she goes, yes. This is Rat Fang. As you see the person kind of nod at you. They have, she has no hair. No eyebrows, no nothing.
Rat Fang has no hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
So possibly Metis.
Her parents were both Garu.
Oh, I was thinking alopecia.
Yes. But in like
But severe.
Werewolf the Apocalypse, that would probably be a sign of being Metisborn.
Yeah, like some Metis are albino, some have horns, some have other deformities.
Metis.
Metis.
Yes. They're sometimes referred to as mules.
Yes, I'm putting that in parentheses for my own sake.
And that would make sense. You are Fiona.
What?
Fiona typically treat Metis like shit.
Oh.
Not all. So, you don't have to be shoehorned into that, but many do. With that, you move along as Rat Fang starts guiding you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
As she looks kind of confused and just goes, "You're welcome."
How long have you been at the Sept of the Green?
Since I was born.
Cool.
So since 06.
Oh, so when they said young, they mean actually young.
Yeah, like super young.
I mean, more experience being Garu than us, though.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's fair.
Combined.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fair.
Trying to figure if I would have a concept of 06, because
Yeah, you're smart enough for that. And you've
Well-
been like trained for like a year to understand
okay.
things like that.
Even if I didn't, I probably wouldn't say anything anyway.
Yeah. As you take in there, you see a young woman just sitting back, relaxing on one of the logs.
And we're still all in the Umbra, yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
It looks like a huge forest, and she's resting on a log.
Hello, are you Restless Speaker?
I am.
Spirit Whisper told us that you were visiting and that you are particularly good at delivering bad news.
That stereotype. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Well, delivering news in general, I hope, is a talent of yours.
It is. I am a child of owl.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to deliver a message for us?
Where?
Colorado.
What sept is that?
Sacred Stone.
Sacred Stone.
I have my own thing to do, but I can divert, and there's two ways you can either pay me back.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta pay me 6 talents, or I'm gonna need you guys, like by tomorrow, to start traveling south to the Sept of the Tranquil Swamp. You'll do well. You not so much. As she points to Kyle.
Oh.
Oh. Well, that's... Okay. I don't think we have 6 talents among us, but...
No. Nope.
Trinkets that we can pay in.
They do special shit.
Oh, it's a Black Fury?
Yeah.
It's a Black Fury sept. They only accept women.
Okay, got it.
Well, since we don't have 6 talents, I guess we're going south.
Yeah, I guess we're going south.
By the end of day tomorrow, maybe?
Sure.
We'll have to pay back this sept as well, and I don't know what they'll ask for.
Gotcha.
And
Just
we are quite...
as fast as possible.
Thank you.
Okay? It's important.
It's important.
What's going on?
I need you to go there and tell them that the Endron platform will go live December 17th. And that they've been moving something called an L agent onto the platform to supervise. On top of that, I did some research and I talked to a amusing little professor at university who seems to think that there's a surprisingly little oil in that area, when they could get more just a few miles to the east.
Okay.
Interesting.
Which makes me think they're looking for something else.
And where is this sept?
You're gonna have to go south, and it will be in Louisiana.
That's so.
Sounds like numbers.
I was wondering why you mentioned spots.
I figured it was Louisiana.
There's definitely a lot more oil in Texas.
Well, it's
Not
probably
Florida.
the Gulf.
Huh?
Florida too.
I guess I'm just more used to seeing the oil pumps in Texas. They're everywhere.
That's fair.
So, December 17th, moving an L agent onto the platform to supervise. Professor says there's a surprisingly small amount of oil in the area where there's more a few hundred miles to the east. Leads her to believe they are
And you're
looking for
gonna want to
something else.
go about 6 miles as the crow flies southwest of the Mandalay Wildlife Refugee. I assume you know how to use a map.
Yes.
Especially you, as she points to B.
Oh yeah, I'm great with maps. I think.
We've used a map before.
Alright. We will send that message along.
Good. Probably take a couple days.
That's
Mhm.
fair.
And we will use as soon as we can.
What are your recommendations for traveling? Honestly, we've never had to travel more than 100 miles.
If you can, I would suggest moon bridging as close as possible. Closest moon bridge you're gonna get without straining your talents, I assume. What are you, rank-wise?
Cleoth.
Cleoth.
So you probably don't have a lot of talents.
No.
Alright. Yeah, the quick closest sept, without having to make a second jump, is the Sept of the Lost Howl, which is in Virginia.
In Virginia. Okay.
That's still kind of super far.
That's what I was thinking.
But if it can get us a lot closer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a few hundred miles closer, at least.
Like 300 miles closer.
It's 300 miles we don't have to walk.
Yeah.
It's at least half the Appalachian Trail, I think.
Yeah.
6 Denvers closer.
6 Denver's closer, yes. That is
That's how I
exactly
measure
what it
things.
is.
Distance from Colorado Springs to Denver.
I used to do that too.
Wow, that's interesting.
When you have to drive there for work, that's your unit of measure.
And I exit on 150 and get there at 199. So it's 6 Denvers.
Do not miss that commute.
No, once a week, babe. It's not so bad.
0 times a week. It's really great.
Out of character. B might want to talk to her about Silent Strider things, but I have no idea, like, leading questions.
Got it. Talk about the dead. You could talk about the loss of your ancestor spirits, or what she thinks it means to be a Silent Strider. Like,
Alright, I have something I can go by.
Okay.
So after she gives us our little mission, I imagine one of us tells her about
The message?
Iron Hall.
so give her the message that she needs to tell. So what do you need me to pass on?
Fomori's Bane visited Realm of Atrocities and saw that Iron Howl was purposefully released from the Black Spiral grasp. Because that's all we know, right? Out of character.
Yeah.
Like, that's essentially...
Didn't he say something about, like, his dance is done or something?
Oh,
Like,
yes.
Yeah.
That's important to include, too.
They,
Relay the dance is done part as well.
Okay.
And specifically that this message should be given to
Regender.
Gender.
Final days.
Final days. The head of the sept.
Alright. I'll leave tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's like 3 p.m.
I'm gonna meditate, then sleep.
Huh?
Oh yeah, can we meditate to regain Gnosis?
Yep,
still?
it'll be diff 9 because of how like drained you are in terms of willpower.
Yeah.
What happens if we fail it? We just can't meditate for the day?
Yeah.
Right?
And we roll Gnosis.
It's Wits Enigmas.
Oh.
Diff 9.
That's way better.
3.
No successes.
No successes,
One.
but no successes, but no crit fails.
Okay.
So
Does that mean we can try again? Like,
The difficulty goes up by 1.
well,
Yeah.
probably not worth it.
Wits. Enigmas. 2.
So,
After we meditate, I'm going to try and find Restless Speaker again.
okay. As they're kind of wandering around, kind of collecting themselves. What's up?
Pillar of questions.
Got it.
Well, I have a question for you. I haven't been a Garu for very long, and I'm part of the Silent Striders. But I didn't have, like, any sort of mentor back home, and I want to learn And I also kind of want to figure out my place in Garu society because I haven't really fit in anywhere.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, for me, my place is on the road. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Going from place to place, seeing different Garu, and then when you get together with a bunch of other Silent Striders, you have a mini moot, and you just live for the moment. Dance, revelry, and the sharing of stories of a world explored.
Okay. Is there any specific place where these mini moots are?
It's usually when just Silent Striders meet at any given point, but they usually send out a couple across septs to gather people just in case that some have septly obligations.
Okay. Well, thank you for explaining that to me.
Yeah, I believe the next one is going to be in Sproul State Forest up in Pennsylvania.
What state forest?
Sproul. We'll be close to the town of Renovo.
Okay.
That'll happen probably in March.
Okay. Alright. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
As for your purpose, what's your auspice?
Ragabosh.
Then you're supposed to think about how we do better and give solutions. Moon picked your purpose.
Okay.
A Ragabosh. I'm not a Ragabosh, so I can't speak too much to it. From everything I know about the questioners, is when they think more discussion should be made to find a different way, they find holes in the original and then say how it could be improved and then get discussion going.
Okay.
But to shut down the discussion entirely doesn't mean you're asking questions. It means you're shutting down answers.
Okay. Alright. That's actually really helpful. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll leave you be then.
Alright. I gotta do my rounds around here a little bit. Collect myself. It's peaceful. It's nice to find a sept here in the middle of this Weaver taint that isn't a Glasswalker sept.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, Glasswalkers are hospitable enough, but I'm just tired of the spiders and the silk and the noise.
It's definitely new for us. We're not from a big city.
Any city's too much these days. Sometimes when a red talon calls it a scab and a festering wound, it's hard not to agree with them a little bit.
Yeah, I can see that viewpoint because it like this is bad. I'm just gonna point all around me and be like, this part here, this is great, but the city part is, ugh. Like, it might be the worst thing I've ever seen, and I have seen some things.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen anything yet then, kid.
Great. Awesome. Okay. I should probably go nap now.
Alright.
Thanks for the advice, though.
Out of character, didn't you just come from the realm of all the worst atrocities that you could imagine?
Yes, but we looked for specific atrocities, and I only saw 4.
Lucky bastard.
And one of them she'd already seen.
How many of them did I go through?
Like 10.
Yeah.
It was like 14.
Yeah.
I aged.
So,
I had
with
back
that,
to them.
Speaking of resting.
give me just a sec. Agatha comes up to you three and goes, you three are safe to go through. If you look at the, if you go to one of the lakes nearby. You should be able to pass through into the physical world. There are chessboards there if anyone wants to play to take your mind off things.
Oh, well, thank you.
What about her?
I think she'll be fine. Trust me. Yes.
Well, let's play chess then, B.
You sure? Okay.
Sounds like a challenge.
That looks as you sure. Alright, let's go.
Can I have my character resting so I can regain my
Oh,
stuff?
so that's where I was going with next.
Oh.
You see a wolf with kind of a rusty brown coat with a bit of dark patches along the top of his head as he nods at you. As he's making a motion. As he goes, "Come. Worm Hunter. Fiona."
Okay. Trot.
As he takes you through the sept, and you see a deer spirit as he looks at you and goes, "Right has been done. It is all right to hunt. Hunt before? Long time since hunt?
Out of character, I'm trying to think if she would have had opportunities to hunt.
Probably not."
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
As he looks at Shinigami and goes, "Come, hunt."
Based on her experience, she's probably going to ungracefully just go for the throat.
As you run out, the deer starts moving. You see him come after and start leading it as he goes. He looks at you and tries to nod as he goes, "No, around. As you start moving and dashing, you're, of course, being clumsy as he's coming through and trying to scare more towards you and finally get a hold of it. As the thing goes down, Worm Hunter gives a prayer for the prey and then says, "Garu name?
Fury song.
Fury song, first in the kill, first in the spoils." As you start munching away, regain a point of gnosis, and the cathartic sense of hunting and giving in to that sort of wild nature will give you back a willpower.
Yes. Not to mention getting a little bit more finesse in fighting, because right now she's just like, die!
Mm-hmm. Hunt is not war. Hunt is duty of the predator.
Kind of like a humble thing.
As he takes a chunk out. And the spirit, after you finish, rematerializes and moves off.
Out of character, that would be a horrible life to live.
Well, what they had done is they already did the rite so that you were able and the spirit was willing for you to hunt it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So,
Yep.
it's happy to do so
But yes.
and help you.
Very cool.
So meanwhile, you guys are in the physical world. As you see the chess tables, they're empty. Actually,
How bad is the air?
it's pretty cold,
Okay.
and it's a wet cold too because it's New York.
I'm cold. And
Good.
miserable. And we're playing chess.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit and watch.
Gonna sit down at the chess table.
All right, as you pull out the pieces and set up the board. This will be a wit or intelligence enigmas roll, contested.
What's contested then?
It means whoever, like you guys are going against each other,
Okay.
and it will be whoever gets points left over. Gets points. First to per round gets first to 5 basically wins.
I got 3.
Div 6, and what's yours?
3.
3. So no successes either way.
Okay.
So with that, Bick starts moving her pieces, and so does Kyle. As they start moving along, Several minor pieces have been taken, but nothing of consequence.
1.
3.
Alright. With that, Kyle has 2 successes. Are you saying anything, talking at all during this exchange?
I will be
Chess?
mostly quiet for this.
Okay.
I will be mostly visibly grumpy.
Okay. As you've taken a couple of B's pieces.
1?
2.
So 1. So you're at 3. Kyle?
Alright. I continue staying silent, but I am visibly happier.
2.
3.
You're at 4.
The long, slow kill.
1.
4.
You take her queen and checkmate.
I look over the board briefly. It was a good game. Thank you.
Yeah.
I shrug. I get up from the table and go to where we're going to be sleeping.
Okay.
I sit down. We're playing.
You guys kind of
Oh no.
feel relief of just being able to relax playing a game, so you two will have regained a willpower.
We're playing.
Hooray.
You should have been nicer to him.
What are you talking about?
You should have said, "You're welcome. It was a fun game." With
I lost.
is it 9?
Huh?
Is it 9?
For meditation?
No, the win the game.
6.
6.
2.
Alright. So,
Yes, you lost, but you can still have fun while you're playing it. And come on.
2.
alright. That's 2.
I mean, I do have a 1, but I don't think that counts in this.
1's you subtract.
Oh, okay, then she wins.
She's got 1. 3.
2.
Alright.
You know, just
As Cora's pulling ahead slowly.
3.
oh nice.
Alright. With that, B is taking some of Cora's pieces.
Yes.
3.
Oh damn.
Alright. He is pulling ahead and is starting to take some of Cora's strategic pieces.
6
4.
Alright, with that,
like
B
wins.
maneuvers and checkmate.
Thank you for such a fun game. B.
Thank you, Cora, for playing chess with me.
Well done. I'm gonna go to sleep.
You gained a willpower. With that, as you're going to sleep,
Wishing I could transform into my wolf form, which has fur.
well, hang on. The sun has set, and it is the half moon. So, if you're a Philodox, you get full rage, regardless, and everyone else gets 3 temp rage, up to your maximum.
Oh, that's my max anyway. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So you get 3 temp rage,
Okay, so I'm
which
not...
means you are now able to shapeshift again.
I am going to... Are there any, like, really thick bushes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna crawl in one and shift into lupus form.
Okay.
So that, like, because people come into the
Yeah.
park at night, probably.
I assumed you were staying in the Umbra.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were out of the Umbra.
Yeah, I assumed you went back.
Oh,
after your
yeah,
game.
definitely.
Because that's where we're sleeping.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have a question.
What's
While we're in the Umbra, can we sense humans who are walking around and stuff
Nope.
like that? No,
No,
not
most
at all?
don't give a strong enough spiritual presence. Those who are very spiritual or have a strong connection to the Umbra might leave kind of like a faded shadow of some kind that's indistinct.
What about
But
the
that's
witches?
Yes, you can probably see them. And once again, you can't tell the difference between shapeshifter, mage, or spiritual human in the Umbra.
Yeah.
It's an amorphous blob, essentially.
Yeah.
You just know that it has some sort of spiritual tie.
Okay.
Or has a strong spiritual impression of some kind.
So I assume that I am now to a point where I can make my way and rejoin.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What like sept and stuff was my previous pack from?
We're gonna say you came from. I'll just use one of my pre-made ones from the last campaign I ran.
Here, have a cookie cutter.
Yep. I mean, these were pretty big on this.
So is she technically a pup still? Or is she
No, she's
off yet?
No, she's Clea.
Okay.
She's fully Clea. They died during the totem ritual.
Oh, okay. That's right. You have a on your arm.
We're gonna say that you came from the Sept of the Winterfang.
Alaska.
Huh?
Alaska? No. Michigan.
Yes.
Dog
Two
fighting in
cold
Michigan.
places.
The two cold places.
Yeah.
So I'm from Michigan.
Hmm.
I wonder if my original owner was in Canada.
You could write that in. Get us into Canada.
With her passport she was given as a wolf.
Yes.
Yes. No, I mean like story-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir, it's me.
It's me.
With a face.
Or we're gonna say northern Minnesota, where it's there's a giant forest that's between the Canadian and Minnesotan
Oh, cool.
border.
That works.
Okay. When I get back to the group, I'm just gonna kind of waddle on over to Kyle,
Okay.
shivering my butt off, and say, "Thank you for the game."
You're welcome.
So I come plodding in, looking a little bit more energized than normal, and give my fur a brisk shake and say, "Cold good."
I'm gonna shift down to my lupus form because it's much warmer.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks
So
for
much
joining.
warmer.
Shinigami, could we speak?
You can shift
Still
now.
healing?
You can shift now because you gained rage. From the
Well, I'm trying to figure out if he's actually talking.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still
You are.
human.
Okay, so do I have to spin anything to shift?
No,
down?
we'll just say shift. No.
So I shift up. I am currently sitting cross-legged on the ground.
So, you have no obligation to come with us if you don't choose to Louisiana. After all, it's our message that incurs the fee.
Yeah.
We would welcome you, but
I have no obligation anywhere. At this point, I'd rather not be alone.
I think we would all be happy to have you with us, whether you join us or not.
Coronats.
Your kindness is appreciated. I know I can be difficult sometimes.
What would the sound of a laugh in wolf be?
I'm just gonna grumble and ignore that.
Persephone.
Oh.
She's not canon.
She's no longer canon.
Okay.
That's staying in.
That's the EU.
No, Werewolf Legends.
It's going to be difficult for me. I am used to those around me being harmed and losing them. I'll do what I can to prevent that from happening to you as well.
Our Garu. Hurt always.
Yes, but not dead. So,
Nearly dead. Always.
We'll do our best to return the favor.
thank you. Shift back down to Lupus and go curl up somewhere.
Pessimist.
It's probably probably wolf sleepy time.
Yeah, it's definitely wolf sleepy time.
I was gonna say, out of character, her saying that after I watched my pack get horrifically killed comes across as extremely melodramatic to me.
Sleep time.
Sleep time. Though I am gonna grumble right before we go to bed. Meet bear?
Tomorrow. Morning. First thing. Meet bear.
Oh.
Well, if you want to join the pack. Otherwise, just travel.
I have fought alone for long enough. I need to learn to hunt, not make war.
Think tonight.
Sleep tonight.
Think and sleep.
Sleep.
You sleep.
Sleep.
Can't think with so little sleep.
All of you talk much.
Yes. Alright. And you sleep through the night.
Okay. As you sleep through the night, you wake up with a thin layer of snow upon you all. So you wake up and shake it off.
Need coats.
An umbrella?
We have coats.
Hamid coats.
I bought helmet coats.
I'm still in lupus form, so.
Sept
cold.
Sept cold. Winter. Our sept cold. Winter.
Dry cold. Wet cold.
Dig
Colder.
hole in snow, insulation warm.
Ah.
Has anything... We're up, but has anything actually happened yet? Like, anyone shown up?
You see kind of this tall, grim-looking man. He's got black hair. He's got a jacket on. On his side, you see a obsidian dagger.
Ugh.
As he stands over you, you're awake.
Hackles kind of raise
I'll
a little
shift
bit,
to-
but I remain
Shift to
silent.
Hamid form.
Yeah.
Shift to Hamid.
The hag wants to
Yeah.
see you.
And your name is?
I'm Shadow Dagger. I'm the warder of this place.
Oh. Nice to meet you.
I expect some honorifics attached when you speak to me, Cleoth.
Where's our wonderful sheet that has all of the suffixes and prefixes we can add to make people feel good? They love those.
Yes.
One of them means like honored one.
Yeah.
Shadow Dagger Rhea. Is that how you pronounce
Yes.
it?
Right. Thank you for that, Shadow Dagger Rhea.
Anyway, let's go. As he goes, come on. He kind of has this look of disdain at you.
Well, I'll follow, even if he's a dick.
Well, we probably still smell like the worm.
Yeah, he's still a dick. Way less of a dick than the other people, so.
I think
It's
we should
fine.
stop using the word dick with Shadow Dagger.
As he's like, alright, go. I'm keeping my eye on you. As you see him like flash the blade at you.
What? Scary.
Thank you, Shadow Dagger. Please ignore her. And I push her towards
As
Agatha.
he gives you a glare, and then just...
Shadow Dagger Rhea.
He's a
Apologies.
child of guy, I know some respect. Do I have to smash you to the ground, Fenrir, to make you understand what respect is?
No, Shadow Dagger, yeah. I push B towards Agatha.
I'm remaining in my lupus form because I find it much easier to communicate in these complex social dynamic situations with my body than with all these words.
That's fair.
Fair.
Ah, how did you sleep?
Well, for
better than we
Cold.
have
The
in
past,
a while.
Yeah, better than we have for the past few nights.
Good.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
allowing us here.
Yes, of course. And a simple payment is all that is required now. Simply a talent for each of you to have stayed. Huh? Let's say you have a worm scale, which is a talent.
Oh.
So we'll say that's your only one, though.
Oh.
It'd be on this page.
Yeah. Well, I have my
How
other
much
talents under my
What
possessions.
does talent translate to in normal money?
It's really abstract.
How much for a sandwich?
That's what I mean. They'd look at the talent and go, "Why would you trade this for?"
I don't mean with humans.
I know. I mean in Garu society too.
Yeah, like
Like
It's really meant for anything of spiritual nature or
Like
getting
favors.
favors from the sept. You can replace talent, or in lieu of spending talents, you can do favors.
So what I'm trying to figure out is one talent for one night of sleep exorbitant or
no.
normal?
No, that's
Okay.
pretty.
We're in a foreign sept.
Yeah,
death dust.
of course.
I offer a beacon burr.
And she takes it.
I also have death dust.
There you go.
Alright. And takes the worms again. Thank you.
Don't know where I was keeping that, but okay.
I would have offered a trade, but I did not want to dishonor any of you, since we also have a bit of a problem locally that I would have accepted as a trade. But I've heard you've taken the Striders.
Yes.
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 In trade for getting our message to our sept.
We did not have the talents required to pay her, so we had little choice in the matter.
I see. I see.
I mean, it's possible that after we deliver our message, we could come back, because we do kind of need to use your moon bridge.
I see. That will also cost you talents.
Do you have another talent?
Out of character, don't we need to cross the moon bridge to do the other
Yes.
person's task?
Yes, that's what we have to
No, you
do.
don't have to. It just makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Do you
How
have another talent?
many talents would it be for us to cross?
3 total?
Yes.
I have one.
3
I
talents.
have 1
From you,
as
3.
well. Like,
I only
2,
have
but-
my magpie swag.
So no,
So no.
we do not have the.
well, I do have 2.
You
I
do?
have a guy's breath and a wind snorkel. I mean, I have my bracelet, but I...
Well, we're not. Don't worry. We're not getting rid of the good shit. We need the good shit.
I'm willing to part with my guy's breath and wind snorkel.
Yeah, I have a worm scale. Yeah. So I can give that up.
Are these sufficient?
They are sufficient. I will get ready to open up the gateway for you. Give me a few moments to collect the necessities.
Will we have to pay them on the other side as well?
No. But you'd have to pay to stay. You'd have to leave probably immediately.
That's okay.
I do have a question.
Yes.
We've never used a moon bridge before. What is the proper procedure?
You will walk along it, and it will speed your travel.
And when we arrive at the other sept, the greeting hall, or...
It would be best. They will see the moon bridge open on their side, so they will know someone is coming through.
Okay. Then that's what we'll do. And you'd like to join us?
For the record, I, nodded.
Yes. Shinigami nodded.
So I guess we're leaving first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, how much time do we have before the moon bridge opens?
Like,
I
she
guess?
said she's gonna grab her things, because it's the next day. That,
And we need to go. Like,
Right.
now.
yeah.
But I also have no gnosis, for instance.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like it may be worth if we have an hour to meditate.
Yeah.
You do have an hour to meditate.
Okay.
It's div
I
8.
think that's...
Is that
Slightly
something I do?
Huh?
Is that something that I do as well?
You can, yeah, to gain more gnosis.
Okay.
Oh,
And what can I use that for?
What was the roll?
Activating
Wits and
fetishes, certain gifts require
Wits and
gnosis,
Enigma.
and you can
Yeah.
use
Wits
it
and
to
Enigma.
pay
Yeah.
spirits.
Okay. How many do I roll?
Wits and
Failed
Nicholas.
again.
Does it matter how many successes you get?
Each success translates into a gnosis.
Oh, I
Oh.
have 3 successes, but it's
There you go.
only up to your permanent.
Yeah, up to your permanent.
Can I share one if I got too many from my
No.
meditation?
No.
Cora's the worst at meditating.
Well, I have
She
0
never
in
gets
Nicholas,
gnosis.
so
Meditating.
I might have you beat there.
No,
You
you
got
crushed it.
2.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I have meditated, and I think I've gotten like 2 the entire campaign from meditating. Cora's the worst at meditating. How else do we get gnosis?
There is a ritual that you can do if you convince someone to do it, where they will summon the spirit. The spirit will go into a physical animal, and you'll hunt the animal and
That's
eat its
right.
flesh, and that'll give you full gnosis.
That's
Also,
right.
you can pull from a Karen, but the people from the Karen have to be cool with you doing it, or you're gonna have
Like an emergency.
you're gonna have like a very, or you're a member of the sect.
Yes.
Right.
Otherwise, you're gonna have a lot of angry ass Garu on your hands.
I'm not ready for a lot of angry ass Garu on my hands,
And
because I'd be all over their hands.
Fair.
Okay, as Agatha has her thing, she goes, follow me. As she takes you to the big Jacqueline Kennedy Reservoir in the center of, or near the center of Central Park, or to the northern part of Central Park. It's the biggest lake basically in the area. As she places down the things needed, as you look into the crystal clear waters, you see that there's a stone at the bottom of it. It has kind of a shimmer of silver and glass mixed together. As she goes, "Great spirits of the Karen, please answer my call." As you see a white mouse. The mouse is like the size of a wolf. And you see a spirit that's almost angelic in human appearance appears. She goes, "I ask you please to open the Moonbridge Great Spirits, and our guests pass through." The rat nods and parts the water as it runs towards it, and the woman steps down and touches the stone, and a beam of pure white moonlight shoots off into the heavens. As she goes, "Walk along the bridge."
Oh.
Are we able to summon a spirit while on the bridge?
You might be able to, but the bridge only lasts for so long.
Okay, then we will go. Thank you.
And
Again.
This bridge, out of character, this bridge gets us to
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yes.
I don't even think we told her where.
Scepter the Lost Tower.
Yeah. As you start walking up the bridge, you see yourself walking almost straight up past the clouds. As you peek over it, you see a land of clouds in every which direction, almost like rolling fields. And in the distance, it almost looks like you see a temple crafted of white marble that rests upon the clouds in the distance. As the bridge moves down and parts the clouds around it. And that's the only parts where there are parts. Where the bridge comes up and when the bridge goes back down.
This is so cool!
This is amazing.
As you start coming down the other side, as you see the vast openness of the Appalachians as you come down, 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 down.
Dislike heights.
As you gently land and you see several Garu standing around you.
And
Greeting, Hal.
greeting Hal.
As you give your names, your pack, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
As one of them goes, "Why have you been sent? Is there an emergency at the Green? We have not seen you before."
No, we are on a mission for Demi Restless Speaker.
To deliver a
To
message.
deliver a
It means
message.
very little to us.
Oh,
I only asked for that.
sorry.
If you are not here for set business, pay a talent to stay or leave.
We will be on our way.
We will be
We
leaving.
will lead you to the edge of the Karen.
Thank you.
As they do so, you're in the wide wilds of the Appalachians.
Perfect.
Happy wolf noises.
And for that is a good stopping point for today's session.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even halfway there, man.
Yep. More journeying ahead. Thank you for everyone who's listening. We will be back next week.
Yes, we will.
All right.